All right, 21st with Jay Cutler. Then he goes to Miami. Offensive coordinator. They say, hey, this guy's 21st in the league as far as the offense goes. Why don't we just give him a shot here at the head coach? Goes to Miami. They actually did pretty good his first year there. Ryan Tannehill actually looked pretty good, but then you see 2017-2018 season, they completely fall off. People were writing out Ryan Tannehill. So after the 2018 season, you see at 31st in the league of total offense. The GM and owner of the New York Jets looked at that and say, hey, I think this guy can coach our football team. Let's just give him a shot. Young quarterback. And just decided to give this man a shot. Now, I have a conspiracy, right? I think the GM probably looked at that stat. Hear me out here. This is something. I got a little nugget. What I think's going on, Chris Johnson, the general manager, I think hired Adam Gase to say, hey, we got this boy Trevor Lawrence coming up through Clemson. He's going to be eligible to be drafted 2021. So I'm thinking, hey, maybe they know Adam Gase fucking sucks. Right? I mean, I've been hearing stuff about the only reason Adam Gase keeps getting all those stats you just pulled up, all those teams that he was with was off 1 year where he was offensive coordinator for Peyton Manning, who is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. I could have been offensive coordinator for that team. Peyton Manning's going to figure it out. He's calling the plays. Adam Gase doesn't have Nathan to do with Peyton Manning being a success. It's goddamn Peyton Manning. So what I think is going on here as a whole is, hey, let's bring Adam Gase in, fucking tank this ship for a couple of years, stock up on some draft picks and just lose, right? Adam Gase, obviously, because the thing with tanking is, if you look at what a team like Jacksonville did and just completely threw away all their good players, get all this draft capital, organizations can be tanking. Players don't tank. And I think that's what people get misconstrued. You're not going to go tell all these grown men who are trying to earn contracts and stay on a team that, hey, we need you to go out there and be bad. You just don't do that. So then what do you do to combat that? You go out and you trade your best players. So then they draft Sam Darnold. They sign Le'Veon Bell. And so the GM before that did draft Darnold, did sign Le'Veon Bell, they fired him. So this current GM has no ties with Sam Darnold or any players that have been brought into that organization in the past couple of years. Adam Gase publicly said when Le'Veon Bell got signed that he doesn't think running backs should be getting paid that much money, and they completely misused him for a year and a half, and you saw what happened. They just cut him. They cut him. Because my thing was, if we were going to cut him, here's the thing. When he got cut, I'm sitting here looking around the league, looking at rosters of, who would need a really good dual threat running back out the backfield? The fucking New York Jets. And they cut him. They cut him.
Handle him. I mean, here's my whole take. Adam Gase, the season starts out, this 2020 COVID season. All the announcers, the storyline is the New York Jets have this offensive genius. You're about to see some crazy plays, some stuff you've never seen before. And this man comes out and loses every fucking game. Like,
they have 6 total
hearing you talk about this conspiracy for Trevor Lawrence, try to tank, get some draft picks. It makes a lot of sense, but at the same time, bro, they're just absolute cheeks. Like,
oh, they're absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit.
And then to have a weapon like Le'Veon, and I don't know, they literally just used him as a piece to trade because he didn't even fit in the offense when he was there playing. Like, you have that man, he's an absolute
That's what I'm
beast.
saying, just a complete.
And he would get like 4 yards. Like, it just didn't work in that system.
Just didn't work.
So, I mean, it makes sense to get rid of Le'Veon. Him going to Kansas City is an absolute insane move for them. But again, the Jets need a running back.
I know we're doing 3rd and long halfback dives to 37-year-old Frank Gore.
Frank Gore, dude, shout out.
Love Frank Gore, love him, legend. What the fuck are we doing here, though? Like, what are we doing? We've gone through, because the beginning of the season it was is Sam Darnold the guy or whatnot? We've talked about this with the Eagles and how, listen, Carson Wentz hasn't been playing very good, but what do we defend the Eagles for? We say, listen, he's got no one to throw to. The team's injured. The team's not good. We're not putting any blame on Carson Wentz. And here on the other side with the Jets, people are shitting on Sam Darnold and whatnot and say, listen, I'm a fan of Sam Darnold. Yeah, I got a Sam Darnold jersey. I like him. I thought he was definitely a raw talent coming out. And the worst place for him to go was the Jets, because let's look at Josh Allen. Let's look at Baker Mayfield. In their first 3 years, their organization said, hey, because the new norm in football is you're getting these rookie quarterbacks coming out of the draft that are on these cheap deals. So what do you do when they're on this cheap deal? You go out, you stack the deck, you sign a bunch of players until you have to pay your quarterback, because we're seeing a new era now where guys like Patty Mahomes, guys like Lamar Jackson, who in year 2 are winning MVPs. Patrick Mahomes, year 3 is Super Bowl MVP. So these guys are coming out the gate hot. But I think at the same time, we have to suppress some of that, because that's Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. Some of these guys might take a little longer to go, and has been just a complete mishandling as far as the Jets front office goes, as surrounding Darnold with weapons. You look at the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen has completely passed Sam Darnold. The Buffalo Bills head and Sean McDermott has said, hey, listen, we're still core. We're a running football team, and Sean McDermott's got the defensive side of the ball covered. Josh Allen's a big, tall guy who can use his legs and has a cannon for his arm. Because in his first year and a half, Josh Allen didn't look good either. Did not look good. But we said, you know what? We're just going to go surround this kid with talent, let him work. And that's the complete opposite of what they have done with Sam Darnold. They traded away Jamal Adams, which I had to get over. It's definitely hard to see the best safety in the league get traded. I think they got good stuff back, a couple good draft picks, but we've just completely mishandled the situation. You bring in a guy in like Adam Gase that's going to turn this around supposedly and be this quarterback guru, and it's like we just watched Ryan Tannehill last year go off in Tennessee after he got away from Adam Gase. Look at this Miami team now. When Adam Gase, Devontae Parker, wide receiver for the Dolphins, who was there with Gase, who since he's been gone last year and this year has absolutely flourished.
He's having a breakout year this year.
Absolutely flourished.
Having a great connection with Fitz down there.
As I say all this about Sam Darnold. I love him, but like I just said before, the GM, they're not going to win a football game this year. They're going to
win one, bro. Yeah, they will.
And
it's not going to be because they won the game. It's going to be because the other team lost the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be absolute self-destruction.
Yeah.
But they're going to get one. There's no way.
Well, see, I don't